Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of Doing It 365 podcast. My guest today is a mover and a shaker in the UK scene and also globally, not just the UK. He has been very instrumental in the music and the fetes and the lifestyle, the movement of the culture, both in London and back home in the Caribbean, whether it's Barbados, Trinidad, or his home country of Montserrat. My guest today is the big bad DJ and producer Shaker HD. Greetings,
In the
brother.
building.
Welcome.
In the building, man. Greetings, brother.
Yes. How are you first and foremost?
I'm good, I'm a bit tired this week, boy. Just interviews, trying to produce another rhythm, and so tired. Plus, you have to work during the day, so you have to have 4 screens here, trying to do 1 or 2 things. But we still move.
We still move. I love that. Let's talk about the normal 9 to 5 because a lot of people feel like DJs just wake up in the night and boom, they're into action like they're Batman. What does Shaker HD do for a living?
Well, the nerdy side between 9 and 5:30, I'm an application developer. So just to not keep it so fancy, I pretty much build websites, projects for a company, financial company. They range from investments to energy to all sorts. So pretty much web developer for the easier side.
Yes. And how long have you been doing that for?
I mean, this particular role I started in October. Before that, I was still in web, but that was more web delivery. Similar, the same thing, but not so intense. So I wasn't really writing in foreign language codes and them sort of things. It was a little bit easier. But in terms of the whole thing, I definitely would say like 2-3 years doing that. Some freelance as well. So yeah, that is the nerdy side. You put your glasses on and
Rightly so. The name Shaker HD. How did that name come about?
That name came from, for me, when I was younger, as on the streets, every time after school, you have these you string out little basketball rings on the lamppost. And we used to play basketball there. And that name really came from, I was playing basketball one day with a couple of my friends and stuff. And, shooting shots, back in them days, you're Michael Jordan, you're this one, you're that one, and someone said, well, you remind me of this guy, boy, called Shanda Shaker. You know what I mean? And from ever since then, the name Shaker just stuck. And then obviously over the year evolve as Shaker HD, Shaker. The people twist it up anyway, but that's originally where the name came from.
All right, dope. That's dope. So we're finding out the real, the essence of who you are: web developer, basketball player, producer, DJing, events. Who or what got you into DJing and inspired you? Because I believe you started from back home in Montserrat. So how did that journey really, who blossomed that journey?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, as kids, we love music. You know what I mean? And I grew up in a musical home itself. I mean, they weren't DJs; they were more musicians. You know what I mean? But I said, as kids, you grow up. I remember getting, when you start, them CD Walkmans. Them CD Walkman came out and thing. And we used to go down at the beach and play music on a Sunday and them sort of things. So I started then. Obviously that again, it's more Sunday thing, just to go down to the beach and lime. You know what I mean? And then when I came here, when did I come here, boy? 2001? Yeah. I didn't really.
Here. That's dope.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, we came here the same year.
We were the same year.
Possibly.
I know saw you before, long time. But anyway. again, I started to do like mixes and stuff, and I started to do dancehall mixes. If I'm
Mm,
like, I was more into, because obviously, you come up, you have a lot, you're around a lot of different people. The dancehall when you go partying and stuff like that. I used to go a lot of house parties and things. You know what I mean? So I started to do mixes, but they had this time that I went to this place where a lot of Montrealers are. They normally used to lime and stuff, and I was playing soca. So my boy Ras Kenny big him up all the time. Say, yo,
big
when
up,
I
big
finished
up.
playing, he was like, yo, you see you, soca for you. You can play soca. And from then I kind of took that up as, yeah, I'm a soca DJ. And I went months that year, and all my dancehall CDs I just gave them away. And I had
Mm,
one pouch about probably about this big with soca. That was, and from then I never really looked back in terms of playing anything. I mean, yeah, when you go to christenings and them other kind of parties,
thing.
you
You're
have to,
versatile.
you have to be versatile. You know what I mean? But I always say to people, yo, when you see my name on a bill, you know what I'm coming there to do. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And sometimes you have to stick to that to have an identity in that sense. So don't ask me to play anything else because I ain't playing anything else. If you don't like what I'm playing, well, here one. Go sign and come back when I finish play. But you know
Simple,
what I mean? I
simple
had to
as
put
that.
that sort of stamp really and truly in. And and if you notice a lot of DJs, yeah, I'm a soca DJ, he's a soca DJ, or he's a dancehall DJ. So you get that labeling as well. And I think it's more of a cultural thing here,
Hmm.
especially in the Caribbean. You don't really get that DJs playing anything.
Exactly. 100%, 100%. You're from a family of musicians.
Yeah.
Can you play instruments? And in your productions, are you playing any instruments or is it all digitalized from the keyboard?
I mean, you have to be able to play the keyboard to some degree. I mean, I can play
Hmm.
chords, I can play notes and stuff like that. If I hear something, I can find my notes and play them. I mean, I don't input, something you can pencil in, and I don't really do that. I always play my stuff in. Um, Guitar, I used to want to learn to play the guitar, but boy, when I started looking at my
Okay.
fingers, I was like, nah, I ain't play that guitar, boy. You know what I mean? But I love guitar instruments. But keyboard is the only thing I can say I can play. I can jump on, and if I hear a little thing, I can go on and do it. You know what
Straight
I
up,
mean?
straight up,
Yeah.
straight up. So let's get in now to the project, LaVean Project. Who are the artists? Who did you reach out to first? And how are you feeling so far? It's been out for like a week now. How are you feeling on the
Yeah,
project so
yeah.
far?
The response been good, man. Like everyone's just tagging you. You know what I mean? See people sharing. You know what I mean? It's a great feeling when you know something you've done. Like you sat here in your comfort of your own space and just do it, and everyone's loving it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I mean, the first instance of it really was, to be honest, I sent that rhythm to Paja before, and he done. I don't know if you know his song "Life So Sweet," the one
Yes.
he released before. He actually wrote "Life So Sweet" on this, and I was like, nah, boy.
Oh,
I was like, nah, 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 nah. This type of rhythm is not for that.
yeah.
Because I was having a different feeling. It's there's a feeling in it that you want. You want somebody to bounce, and you want someone. You know what I mean? I was like, nah,
Yeah.
I'll find something else for that, and we can revisit that. So I sent that to Father Fox.
Okay.
Yeah, and he liked it, and he was like, yeah, shit, I want to put this on my album. I was like, yeah, but time pass. You know what I mean? People get busy, and focusing on different things. And it hit me back up against like, boy, you gotta wait until I'm ready to release to then send me the thing to record. You're sticking. So yeah, man, I was started out. You know what I mean? And then at the beginning of the year, I mean, something I don't really discuss. You know, the old man passed away, so that was a big thing
Condolences.
for me. You know what I mean? And
Mm.
he's very into my music. You know, he would ask me questions about it. You know, every time I go somewhere, first person to call me and say, "Hey, how was it? How was the thing?" Blah blah blah. So you know what I mean. So it took me a little while, and then I said, "Boy, you know
Love
what?
that, man.
You know what I mean? Let me send that to let me send him the files and thing." And he's like, "All right, cool." So I said, "Let me make this already." So I sent it to Pajo. Pajo's like, "Wait, I swear you sent me this already before." You know what I mean? And then I said, "I tell you what, write something on it, and if I like it, you're on." So he said, "All
Mm-hmm.
right, cool." He said, "All right, cool." So Father Fox then sent it to Earth, and he sent it to Catch Up.
All
You know
right.
what I mean?
Where's Ketchup from?
Nigeria.
Oh, dope, dope.
You know his song, you know. The thing is, people don't. If you hear the song, you know it. You know there's a Shaggy remix. Like Charlie told me that they got me red-handed,
Mm-hmm.
and pam pam ba da pam
But
pam pam. That's him.
oh, yes, yes. See, they
That's
know.
Catch Up.
All
But
right, all
you
right.
wouldn't know. You wouldn't know,
Yes, yeah, yeah. And is it
right?
because I don't think he says his name in the song enough for me to say, oh
No.
yeah, the artist name Ketchup?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. Thank you for that because I'm hearing the name. I'm like Ketchup. What? I've a buckle of that right here. But yeah, all right. Continue, bro. This
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. So Ketchup liked it. You know what I mean? He did his African thing on it. You know what I mean? That, a little bit of flavor. So I was like, yeah, that's good because at least you have a different variation of it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Father Fox came with his agony and it's a more of a dancehallish kind of feel to it. And obviously Irfan did Irfan. You
Mm.
know what I mean? I was like, yo, when I heard the Irfan, I swear to you, I played that until I fell asleep. And it was only a voice note I
Mm.
was listening to. You know what I mean? And
Serious.
yeah, yeah. And then I reached out to Ray because I always said to her, yo, if I have anything and I feel like you fit it, I will send it to you. So I sent it to her and she was like, yeah, I'm going to send it to Daryl. And, you know what I mean? So Daryl hit me at one time. I was like, yeah, he can listen to it and come back to me. So he came back to me with the demo. And
Okay.
I listened to no word of a lie, 15 seconds. And I'm like, yo, yeah, this bad.
So
Let me go.
let me go. And with that said, I want to take a moment right now to remind you all watching this right now to click the links in the description box below and stream it. Stream the project on Tidal, stream it on Spotify, and you can search for each individual artist on Apple Music and YouTube individually. So that's Earth and Alves, that's Ketchup, that's Ray, that's Pajo, that's Father Fox. You have a wide selection there to choose from. So please take a moment right now, find it on Tidal, find it on Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music, YouTube. Let's support this. Let's get this out there and share this video with our friend, man. We're talking good music. We're talking broadening the horizons. We're talking almost like the renaissance of DJ Shaker back into the music business again because he's been here for a while, but he's given us a fresh new feeling to it on the Doing It 365 pod. So yeah, you say Irfan was the one that really connected with you. Who else on the project really make it say, mm, yeah,
Well, the
this
Ray
one,
one,
this one, this
I
one
mean,
punching.
with the Earthon one, for me, it was more of a mischievous me with the Earthon one because
Ah,
uh, the concept of it is, you know, you see a girl that you like, but you can't get the
mm-hmm.
girl because she's with somebody. So you have to imagine that you're in love with the girl, and you have to imagine that you and the girl doing certain things. So I was like, boy, this it
Yes.
sound like a thing still.
Mm.
So with that one, it was more of a it was more mischievous me. Like, boy, I gotta send this to her. She thinks.
And just take it like that. I love that. That's the beautiful thing about the music. And then in terms of catch up now, do you feel like we need more collaborations like this to give it the Afro soca fusion feeling and spread the genre into the wider market space? Do you think this is going to be one of the songs that can contribute to further connecting that bridge?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I mean, as you know, they literally sound almost similar, and
Mm-hmm.
he when he done his thing on the rhythm, I mean, it fit perfectly. I like how he flowed on it, And again, the concept again was literally, if I speak about the concept of all the songs, they're literally connected in a sense.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The Rain one, I love her second verse. Like I just feel a certain way when she sing that second verse. You know what I mean? There's something about all of them I love. Um Pajo's one, the second verse, he ain't gonna like this, but I wrote the second verse imagining something when I was writing it. And the
Mm.
Father Fox one, yeah, the Father Fox one is just hardcore. You know what I
Hardcore.
mean? That's the sort of thing. Like a lot of people like, yeah, which one's your favorite? Father Fox. And I would tell him, shut up. And then I'll message Father Fox and be like, banter in a minute. But it's all good. They're all good songs. And as I said, everyone has their favorite. And boy, that's what I love to see.
It's working and it's the variety, and that's good. Remind us again the name of the project and how that then is the how is the creative process like? Because it sounds like you're heavily involved, and do you sometimes change ideas halfway through?
um the actual rhythm creative process is normally I sit here and I may be doing, I don't know if you can hear this, but I sit here
Hmm.
and do this, and something will come to me, and
Yes.
that's how I get a feeling from like, okay, this sound nice. Let me see what else I can do. You know what I mean? And then I start fishing around for different sounds and see where I want to go depending on the feel of the cards I'm playing. So in terms of making changes later down, in the songs I did on some of them, I was like, nah, I don't like this. Paja could pretty much testify for that. Like, nah, I don't like that. Let me check that out. Nah, put that in the bin. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, as a producer or anyone, they know what they want to hear. You know what I mean?
Right.
If I send you a song, if I send you a rhythm, I know I want to hear already. Even I'm saying to you,
Hmm.
but I don't know how I feel, you know. But if you send me back something I don't want to hear, I would know that I don't want to hear that.
Yes,
Yeah,
that makes sense. That makes
yeah,
sense.
definitely.
That's good. It's good to be hands on and feeling. But do you think sometimes as well? What are the other influences? Because it sounds now like sometimes you can be just set straight away, or you might change it 3 or 4 times. How long did this project take to make?
Well, the rhythm was already there, so I didn't touch the rhythm. To be honest, it's only the songs because I know that even with catch up song, he was like, boy, he sent something through. I was like, nah, boy, that need to change, boy, that on song. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And he went back and changed it. Then even with Pajo's one, we actually recorded Pajo's once twice. Like the second time we just shut ourselves in the studio, and we didn't come out until about 3 o'clock. You know what I mean? Just to
see,
re-record the whole song again. Those are all the process. Then Father Fox had to re-record his one again because of the vocals. I was like, nah, boy, there's too much things on here. We need to do it again. It's like different things because I mixed the whole project as well.
okay.
So so
It's a lot.
that's a different side of it. You know what I mean? Because you imagine listening to one line of a vocal 20 times, 40 times just to hear something, just to like make sure it's correct. You know what I mean? Just imagine
Okay.
listening to one instrument and like, boy, that bass too loud. Nah, the kick is too, all right, but that's clashing with that. And it's you have to listen to all of that, then send it for feedback, then get a cussing, then have to go back and change it. So yeah, the behind the scenes process is different. It's not only the recording part of it, it's not only the writing. So the only thing I haven't done on this project is the mastering. The mastering done by Casey from Position.
Okay.
You
Precision,
know
big
what
up
I mean?
KC, yes.
You know what I mean? That's my go-to because he would tell me straight, Shaker, this is weird, this is it's not good. You know what I mean? So he done the mastering on it. But everything else in terms of the whole production, mixing, making sure the song sound thing, every artist have their preference. Yeah.
You're going through. So how now can we imagine this project in effect? DJ Shaker HD comes on to play for all the artists now. We're in Soca Frenzy. It's the
Mm,
first full Soca Frenzy back after everything that's happened. Shaker steps up. He's ready. The crowd is full. Everybody's watching,
mm,
seeing what's going
yeah.
on, anxious. Long time we don't see Shaker. Whistles, horn blowing, people waving the Monstratian flag, the Trini flag, the Antiguan flag. What is DJ Shaker going to play from the LaVean Project to set the mood and to start the night, to start his set? Give me the
To
running
start the
order.
night,
Mm-hmm.
I would actually start with the Pajot first. And probably the reason why I start with that because I had involvement with the writing of it, and I can
Mm-hmm.
put it in a certain way that I know I can explain it. I listen to all the songs a million times, so I can explain all of them. But I'll start with the Pajot first. You know what I mean? Then I would go. I'll go either the Ray or the Father Fox. And again, it depends. It
Right.
depends on how the crowd feel in front of me. The Earthman will be last. The Earthman will be
Okay.
last because because what I do normally as a DJ, I set my set up in a way in my head how I want to play them, and in not in so much a permanent order, but in an order I know I can execute it in a particular way. You know what I mean? So yeah, as I said, I will play the Padre first. It would either be the Ray or the Father Fox. The Earthman, no, not the Earthman. Then you'll have the catch up, then the Earthman. Because the Earthman is I can cause trouble differently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like to do that on the mic.
On the mic. All right. It sounds like we're in for a treat. Definitely. Any plans to work with any more UK soca artists? And what's your feelings about the UK soca scene at the moment?
No, the UK soca scene is a lot of them are doing a lot of things. I mean, especially during the lockdown, I've seen all of them on lives doing different shows and stuff. You know what I mean? I see a lot of them putting out new music and a lot of new music to be released in the next coming months. So they're definitely doing the thing and they're definitely getting heard. They're getting more presence nowadays. For me, I mean, I've always worked with UK artists. You know, you have Batch. He just actually released a video, Hold On Tight. I
Mm-hmm.
done that. Mersey. I done Party Soon Done. Find
Mm-hmm.
Me for Mersey. What's that right, boy? I did actually work with Chanel in the earlys, but it wasn't really my production. It was more of an anthem production, but in terms of the recording and mixing and stuff like that. Scrappy, I worked with Scrappy back in the days, Chini Boy Juicy, Miss Desire. So I work with quite a few of them. I've got projects coming up with Mersey, Batch, Simbali, Paj, obviously. That's the groovy. So the next release I have is a groovy, but I need to
Okay.
get out of that groovy space. I need to get out of that groovy space. So the rhythm after that would be a power that would definitely have those artists on there as well. And Zamoni from Antigua.
Yes, big up Zamoni, bad artist.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna probably try to string a few artists together for that project, but it's gonna be mainly UK as well on there.
So are we getting a Shaker HD festival then? Because right now you list about 10 UK soca artists that can that I feel like if you put on an event,
Bruh,
it will be a brilliant turnout. Because with
bruh,
how you're doing the productions and the songs you've done previously, I'm looking forward to seeing that. Shaker
bruh.
HD presents
Well, you know what? You know what?
Soca
Sometimes
Mania or Soca Bonanza.
it's just to juggle it. Sometimes when you have to juggle a
Mm-hmm.
DJ live, juggle a production live. juggle a promotion life, you know what I mean, juggle a normal life, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean. It's something it's a balance in that, because if I'm doing a full project, you have to be fully dedicated into that one project for a whole week, probably 2 weeks, and then you can't really take nothing else up. You know what I mean? So it's really a balance. I mean, events wise, I would always be doing different events. You know what I mean? I've got one coming up at the end of August, a boat party, and there will be more events from Shaker HD. Because every time, well, if you don't know, you wouldn't know, but people in the industry would know, oh, Soca Frenzy Shaker.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But Soca Frenzy, you know, Soca Frenzy could stand on its own.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But obviously, there's a brand that I'm trying to develop. So when you hear the name, you hear Shaker, you hear his music, or you see him on the stage doing something or talking some rubbish. You know what I mean? You see an event or something, or you get one of the hats. You get one of the
That's
hats.
them. Show them. Show them.
You know what I mean?
No
So
soca,
no
no real
party.
party.
You
That's right.
understand?
So people,
So
that's again, I have to remind everybody, click the links. The links will be in the bio to purchase the merch, purchase tickets. Go on Shaker's Instagram, follow him up, check out his website as well, and get yourself ready for the summer. You see, we're getting our groovy. You see, we're getting our power. So you know, say it's problems. It's
nah,
problems.
that power is problem. That power is when we were writing to it, we wrote it literally about midnight and we were up until 4. Like them guys couldn't sleep because it was it was just one of them that it just possess you in a way.
You know what you're gonna do? Send me that power rhythm. Let me try a thing. Certain
You
influencer
want
gonna
to think?
write a tune. I want to try a
You
thing.
want to
Send me
think?
that power tune. Yeah, man. Ready for them. Ready for them. I've
Never
been
send
trying
you.
my
Never send
little
you. Never send you.
freestyling and thing. Let me see. Are we ready? You know, ready for just
You ready for wave up and thing?
energy, vibes and thing. And I feel like that's what we need. We've been missing that.
Yeah, we
The
need a
last
power.
12 months, we need that power. The last 12 months have been tough. And
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I, I, I I want to talk. I like talking to the DJs, the people that have, especially in the industries, DJs, hairdressers, events organizers that have been really feeling the crunch and the pressure of this. How have you stayed afloat, man?
For me, I've always got something going on. You know what I mean? If I'm working during the day, you know what I mean, that's enough to give me some headache. You know what I mean? But I've got music always next to me. You know what I mean? I don't. My keyboard is always on. You know, I haven't done any live
Mhm.
or anything like that because I mean, for me, not doing any live is there's pros and cons to it because when people don't see you, they forget you. You know what I mean? But
That's true.
in my head, I'm seeing it differently. I'm seeing like, yo, you didn't see me for 12 months or however long. You see, when you see me next, it's gonna be a mess. You know,
Hmm.
that feeling is gonna be different. And that's how I've thought about it in my head. So that's what like kept me going because I'm planning like, yo, you see when I jump out, I jump in crowd, I talk in the most shit, and I do it.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's how I've
It's only
amped
right.
myself up.
That's a good way to look at it, and it's a fair way. And I feel like that's positive as well. And it's good. But I feel like for some people, that can also take them into a dark space where they're like, you know what, there's
Yeah.
no drive because not everybody has that level of, if you're not a natural introvert, so to speak,
Mm,
and you don't already naturally enjoy your own company and find
mm,
excitement and essence in yourself, sometimes the lack of interaction, the lack of not doing, the lack of not really mashing up a fit or you're outside and you're
yeah,
vibing
yeah,
can
yeah.
really make you say, you know what? So it's almost like some of us are gonna have to relearn how to interact with the crowd,
How to
and
interact? Yeah, yeah.
because because when we get back into the proper venues and spaces where
Mm,
there's big decks as speakers, it's gonna be like, hold on, raw.
mm.
I'm used to hearing something on a little Pioneer SDJ 50, but now we're in a proper space with these
Mm,
towers of speakers. This is different.
mm.
It's hitting different. No matter for dust off and cobweb out all the speakers,
And come
make sure
again,
them,
yeah,
them,
yeah.
them pumping right. Definitely.
Yeah, man.
What
Yeah,
else
man.
can we expect from Shaker 2021? We know you have the 2 rhythms coming out. What else and the event? Anything else you can let us know?
Anything else? I mean, I've got other projects working with. I've got some projects to work with Daryl, Jervis. Very good. Yeah, from my linked up with Daryl. Definitely a good
Works.
person to have. You know what I mean? Because he's written hits for like the Kess and that,
Yes.
and them songs alone. You know what I mean? So I've got some work to do with him. College boy Jesse as normal. You know what I mean? That's my boy. So we have some stuff in the works. What else? Like, I can't give you too much, you know. I can't give you too much.
Don't give me no more. You give me enough already. My final question. My final question.
Yeah.
If next month Boris a Shaker, you can have your Notting Hill Carnival with whatever restrictions it may come with. Are you gonna be happy? Are you gonna go?
If I'm
will Shaker HD be on the road?
I already planned it. I already planned my sets in my head, you know. I know exactly what I want to say. Exactly what I want to say when I go into any fete, anytime from we come out of this lockdown. Trust me. Trust me. I have my songs on loop already. So that's what I say. When I don't say anything because I have it here like, yo, you see this song? This is what I'm gonna do, and that's what I'm gonna do, and this is what, because I've already got a plan in my head.
So, I like that. We're thinking the same. We definitely think the same. I'm looking forward to it. I'm ecstatic. I'm excited. It's going to be a time. It's going to be a mass, as you said. And folks, please, once again, people, check out the links below in the description box. Follow Shaker HD on Instagram. Follow him on Twitter. Stream the new LaVean Project, Tidal, Spotify. Search your songs on YouTube, Apple Music, SoundCloud. Remember, the artists are Ketchup from Nigeria, Ray from Trinidad, Father Fox from Barbados, Pajo from Guyana, you know, and Irfan also as well. Can't forget that. So make sure you check it.
There's another song that just came out that I was involved with from Edwin Yearwood. Brand new, so make sure you check that out as well. It's called Make It Work. Edwin Yearwood. Big up James ZP one time on this one. But yeah, so you'll see my name in that one as well.
See there, works are putting in the summer looking festive, folks. This is the Doing It 365 pod. I've been your host, Sir Influential. Shake HD, thank you very much for your time. I'll see you on the outside. People,
definitely.
Comment, like, subscribe, share, and let us know what song or what fete you'll be going to below in the comments. Take it easy. We out.